Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I presenting my presentation, I want to ask you about do you ever watching Beauty and the Beast? I think all of you have been watching Beauty and the Beast. Is the viral movie and in 2017. So my presentation today about a pragmatic analysis of expressive speech ads in the Beauty and the Beast movie. So before we go, I want to introduce myself. My name is Farah Aurellia Joviyanti from Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. So here we go. For my presentation and the agenda, for the first is introduction, second is research method, and the third is result, and the fourth is analysis, and the last is conclusion. So for the introduction, for my article, I want to identify the kinds of expressive speech found in Beauty and the Beast movie. So for the research method, I collecting this and the steps of the data from Beauty and the Beast movie is from watching Beauty and the Beast movie and reading script in Beauty and the Beast movie and also writing the meaning of expressive speech in Beauty and the Beast movie. So here is the result. The result is for the table, we can see that the dialogue expressive speech for apologizing, there are nine utterance, and for blaming there are 8 utterance. For greeting there are 15 utterance, and for introduction there are 8 utterance, and for praising there are 30 utterance, and for thanking there are 14 utterance. So we can see that the highest total with 30 utterance is praising, and the lower of total is blaming and introduction. So for praising, we got 35.7 of praising expressive in the film of Beauty and the Beast. So here I give an example of apologizing. Here, for apologizing in the minutes 17.19 until 17.34, Gaston said, "This is our work really. For simple follow like us, it doesn't get any better." And Bill said, "I might be a farm girl, but I'm not simple, and I'm never going to marry you. I'm sorry." So from the conversation, we can see that Bill apologized to Gaston. This can be seen from Bill said, "I might be a farm girl, but I'm not simple, and I'm never going to marry you. I'm sorry." And the word "I'm sorry" is part of apologizing. And next is blaming. Blaming, we can see in the minutes of 28.57 until 29.5. Bill said, "I've come for my father. Please let him out. Can you see he is sick?" And this said, "There shouldn't be trespassing here." Bill said, "But he could die. help, I'll do anything. From the conversation, we can see that this plains bill here. This can be seen from the word then shouldn't be trespassing here, and the word shouldn't gives shouldn't the word shouldn't is give the meaning that this is angry and blames Billy. Uh, and next is greeting. Greeting we can see in the minutes 10.12 until 10.23. We can see that Gaston said, good morning, Bill. Wonderful book you have there. And Bill said, have you read it? Gaston said, well, not that one. So from the conversation, we can see that Gaston greeted Billy with say, good morning, Bill. And next is introducing. We can see in the minutes of 8.9 until 8.25. And here Gaston said, look at her, Leviu. My future wife, Bill, is the most beautiful girl in the village. That makes her the best. And Leviu said, but she's well read, and you are so athletically inclined. And Gaston said, I know. So for here, the sentence, look at her, Leviu. My future wife shows that Gaston intends to tell and introduce uh, Billy to Leviu, introduce Bill to Leviu. So it can be concluded that the conversation above is included in the expressive speech of introducing, because indirectly Gaston introduced Bill as his future wife to Leviu. And next is praising. Praising, we can see in the minutes 8.9 until 8.20. It's the same dialogue, okay, with introducing. From praising, from the conversation, we can see that Gaston praised Billy. Gaston praised Bill. This can be seen from Gaston saying Bill is the most beautiful girl in the village, and that makes her the best. And the word most beautiful and makes her the best is part of speech act praising. And the last is thanking. Here we can see in the minutes of 6.44 until minutes of 6.50. The librarian said, have you got any new places to go? And Bill said, I'm afraid not. A librarian said, but you may read any of the old ones that you like. And Bill said, thank you. Okay. From that conversation, we can see that Bill did not found a new place to go yet, but the librarian comforts her by letting her read the books in the library. That is why Bill said thank you to the librarian. So for the conclusion, I found six expressive that are those are apologizing with 9 utterance. It means that about 10.7% and reaching with 15 utterance, it's about 17.9% and introduction with 8 utterance, about 9.5% and praising with 30 utterance with 35.7% and thanking with 14 utterance, about 16.7%. So the total utterance is 84, and the highest is praising. So in the movie of Beauty and the Beast, the highest of expressive is praising. So for me, I need more analyze the other kinds of expressive act in this video. So that's all for me. Thank you very much and bye bye.